In this video, you are going to learn how to write equivalent expressions by combining like terms. Using this example on the screen, it says 1/3 x plus the sum of 1x plus y. What do we mean by combining like terms? How can we identify like terms? To identify like terms, the terms must have the same variable and the same exponent. For example, let's say we have 2x and we have 5 or negative 5x. These are like terms. Why? Because the exponent, the variables are the same. We have the same variable here and the same variable here. And the exponent are the same. A letter or a variable by itself means that it have an exponent of 1, and this variable here also have an exponent of 1. The number in front do not have to be the same. However, the variable, which is the letter, must be the same and the exponent must be the same. Let's say that we have 2x squared and we have negative 5x squared. These are like terms. Why? They have the same variable and they have the same exponent. Let's say we have xy and we have y. These are not unlike terms. Why? Here and in this term we have xy, and in this term we only have y. For them to be like terms, they must have the same variable. So if I have xy here, I must also have xy here, even if I have a number in front, right? But the variables must be the same. The key thing is looking at the variable. Once the variables are the same and they have the same exponent, right? Because the exponent for x here is 1, the exponent for this x is 1, the exponent for y here is 1, and the exponent for y here is also 1. So once they have the same exponent and the same variable, they are like terms. Let's look at another one. Let's say that we have 4x and we have 2x squared. Are these like terms? No. Even though they have the same variable, if you look at the exponent, we have a 2 here, and here it would be a 1. Because remember, a variable by itself means that it have an exponent of 1. The two conditions must be met for it to be a like term again. The variables must be the same and also the exponent, all right? So if you look in this expression here, we have a pair of like term. We have 1/3 x and also we have 1/6 x. We are going to write an equivalent expressions from this expression by combining like terms. So here we're going to rewrite this 1/3 x. I need to get rid of this parentheses. So I am going to multiply what is inside the parentheses with what is outside. Anytime you have a parenthesis, there's always an invisible 1. If you don't see a number there, there is always an invisible 1. So it's going to be positive 1 times positive 1/6 is going to be positive 1/6. And I write my variable back. And positive 1 times positive y is going to be positive y. Now that I get rid of the parentheses, I am going to combine my like terms. So combining means you're making those terms into one term, all right? So in combining like term, all they need to do is to add. If you have a subtraction sign there, you will subtract, but in this question, we have an addition symbol. So we are going to add 1/3. What you add is the number and not the variable. So we are going to add 1/3 plus 1/6. And that is going to give us 1/2. When I combine those two, it's going to give me 1/2. And all I need to do is to write my variable back. Remember, when you are combining like terms, what you do, you add or subtract the number that is in front of the variable. So I just add 1/3 plus 1/6, and that gives me 1/2. And I write back my variable, which is x. Now I don't have a like term for my y, so I am going to write back y here. So we just learn how to write an equivalent expression by combining like term. So this would be my equivalent expression. This expression have the same value as the original expression that we were given in the problem. And that is how you combine like terms, write an equivalent expression.